thanks for coming back to my channel. It's Sam from Shine Bright Design and you are watching part 2 of this tutorial. So come along and follow me and let's learn a lot. Alright, so what are these, you think? What are these? I'm going to call these apricots. So yes, that's where I'm going with them. We're going to go in with some of the blood orange. With a sharp pencil, we're going to work with this because we don't want to use too much of this blood orange. We're just going to just lightly bring it in. Use it as like an under color as well, or an underpainting color. And then we're going to fade it out. You want to go in with orange, which is 113. We're just going to go over that blood orange and just blend it out. Now the focus here is to make it more of a yellow sunflower type of toned fruit. We don't want it to be too orange. Just using this orange to blend things out. Then we're going to go in with some pumpkin orange, 113. Here I'm going to bring this yellow or orange bit up, then blend it over all these colors previously down, feathering out as well, like so. Then you want to go in with some sunflower yellow, which is the 106. I'm going to run this over everything. a lot of you guys, a lot of your feedback is pretty right about these artezas. Having artezas in your kit is really handy because sometimes you don't want to use your good stuff. You want to save the good stuff. And when you're producing, like I said in my video, when you're producing coloring pages so much and you're using your pencils so much, it can be very expensive to replace these pencils, especially if you're using something of a Prismacolor or a polychromos or a Holbeins even, which are really hard to find. And then you also have to worry about delivery as well, and shipping and handling when you're getting replacements. So having artezas in your kit is really good because, one, you're not using your good stuff, you're saving your good stuff, and these are just as great, you know. And when you're coloring, you're not using this for work purposes or commission purposes. It kind of just fits the need. But a lot of people do use the higher grade pencils, and they do run tutorials in higher grade pencils, and that's why I do recommend using my substitution pencil wheel, which has been developed for all the major brands, such as some of the Caran d'Aches, the Luminances, Prismacolor, Polychromos, Holbeins, Pablos. What else is there? Got artezas in there as well, and you know, I'm looking to expand that as well. So I'll be getting other brands to develop like a medium pencil quality brand wheel substitute, so all these brands can work together and we can substitute a high quality brand for a lower quality or like a mid-range price product, you know. Really loving how this looks, but we're going to dull it down. We're going to use a jasmine yellow, which is like a cream yellow. I'm going to go over everything. Going to go in with a brown. This is a hazelnut brown. This is 309, and we're just going to build some shadow. So I'll probably change the routine on the right and the left slightly just to make this hazelnut brown work from the very beginning. It doesn't matter about bringing it in at the end because we haven't burnished. And this still allows us to bring in a little bit of this color and deepen the contrast, so it's perfectly fine. There. Now let's do the stem. Now let's do the one on the right. So we've put in this blood orange. Now we're going to go in with the hazelnut, which is the 309. We're just going to place this in certain areas. So we're going to just place it down on the underside, like so. Remember, use this as like an underpainting color. Bring it here at the tip, or the base, and then bring it up, sort of the spine or the crease of the peach, and then at the top of where the stem is. here we're just going to emphasize that crease, give it that shadow. And there you go. Alright, so then you want to go in with your other colors. So the next color you want to go in with is the orange, which is the 113. And basically you're going to go over everything so far and soften it all. Try to keep your extension of this orange pretty limited, no more than where we've gone already, just fading it out and just increasing that layer of the orange on top. Now this orange, because it has more of a yellow tone in it, it is knocking back the red and the darkness of the shadow, and it's building up this and pushing more yellow into this area. So you can see the yellow tones coming through. Now you want to go with the pumpkin orange, which is 112, and then you're going to go over everything again, extending it a bit further. And you can see that yellow coming through. And it's all about this game of push and pull, patience, and building up your colors and layers. So this is your labor of love. And we're just going to give it some time, patience, and care. We're going to create something beautiful. Small circular motions. Okay. Now we want to add more yellow. We're going to add more yellow to this. We're going to go in with the sunflower yellow, which is the 106. This. Here we're going to be a bit looser. We're just going to extend our strokes a bit bigger, like you can see what I've been doing. We're going to soften things out. We're going to work in really light layers because I'm going to go backwards with one of the previous orange colors and kind of just jiggy between the two colors just to get the right balance. And that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to like shimmy between two things at the same time and just try and make it work and flow. So see, I'm going in with the pumpkin orange, which is the 112, and I'm just shimmying between these colors of the orange and that sunflower yellow and just helping that blend through. So we're just blending, creating that really good transition. Beautiful. That's a really good transition, and so that's how I work a lot. Like I kind of like push and pull. I call it my push and pull method, and it's basically like you go in a bit with one color, go a bit next color, and you just go. It's just to and fro between the two just to get the right balance. Then you want to go with your jasmine yellow, which is the 102. This is a really like white yellow, and so this is gonna kind of creamify it all. Is that even? It's not a word, but I'm giving it a word. So basically it's got more of a white tone to it. I wouldn't say it's gonna knock like really dull things down, but it's gonna really as we go towards these highlight points, it's gonna add more of that cream yellow look. And I'm still leaving the white paper, it's still there, and we're just gonna leave white paper, and we're just going to practice rawness, you know, being raw with our paper. And I'm trying to embrace it. There. I think that's so cute. That's very cute. Okay, so 2 peaches. Are they peaches? 2 apricots. 2 apricots done. Finishing up the stem. Going to go in with some raw sienna, which is 301. Going to build up our layers here. Lighten, not burnish. And then just blend things out. Like so. And then soften and blend it out to these leaves. And there you go. And then we'll do the other one. going in with your dark chocolate brown, which is the 310. I'm going to do some underpainting on this peach. So in with Spanish red, which is 206. It's going to add a little bit of something different. It was only really tiny anyway, because I'm going to go back with what we did before, which is the blood orange. And sometimes it's okay to add a bit of difference, and so it's not just a cut and paste, a copy and paste of what you previously did. So sometimes I like to add additional colors or placements to be in a different location. Now we're going to go in with our orange, which is the 113. Going over everything that we've laid down so far, and just softening that out, blending it out. So the next color we want to go in is 112. So we're slowly adding in more yellow bit by bit. Now I'm in with the sunflower yellow, which is the 106. Now you want to go in with the jasmine yellow, which is the 102. And there we go. We're going to add the dark chocolate brown, which is the 310, and we're just going to fade it up like so, and then from this bit we're going to also do the same, and on the left as well. Then you want to go in with your raw sienna, and we're going to build up that layer on top of that dark chocolate brown, and then you're going to fade it up and finish it off there. And then on the right you also want to build that layer and then blend it out into the leaf. Like so. I'm going to make something happen. So we're going to work on these leaves connected to these 3 fruits. Okay, so I'm going to create Okay, so I'm doing water droplets. Hopefully these turn out all right. Yeah, I might add another one though. I don't know where I might place it. No, I'm not going to add another one. We'll keep it as it is. So with your gnaw, we're going to do the under shadow colors. So we'll put the shadows on the right, like so, and around. Now the bits that have the spine, I'm going to make sure that there's shadowing on the spine of the leaf and then fading it out. Next, we're going to go in with a sage green, which is 615. So everywhere that we place that null, we're going to extend it now with this sage green. Introducing those green colors now. Blending it into the raw sienna. We're going to slowly build up the shadows. Next, you want to go in with a jungle green, which is 618. So now we're just blending all these colors out, just really lightly though, because I actually want to bring in more yellow tones. Now with the raindrops, I'm going to slowly increase and blend that out. Remember, we're going to keep it really white because the raindrops it's really important. Because you want to make sure it looks like it's see-through. It's getting there. So then we're going to go with the matcha green, which is a 609. I'm going to sharpen this. Now I want to go in with our pear green, which is a 603. With pear green, we're just going to blend all those colors together now. Let's just extend this also into our raindrop. So, with my white Posca pen, I'm going to go in with the sage green, which is the 618. Let's just blend out this gnaw. Yes, I think that makes it much better. Yeah, so we're going to repeat that. So with your jungle green, I thought it was sage green, but it's jungle green. I think I had a sage green in here. It was much darker. I think I did use that. Yeah, so 615 sage green. We are going to do the other leaves. So let's just pan across. In with your jungle green, which is the 618. Then we're going to go over the sage. Now because this one doesn't have a spine, we're just going to create, I guess, different textures in the leaves, where different points of the green just pop a bit. Now this is where I start blending into the raindrop. Now, as a point of difference, I'm going to do something and it's going to be a bit trippy. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. Alright. See, this works. Alright, okay. I'm just going to go with the flow. This is my creative flow happening. Let's see if it's on the right track. So with Ubi Purple, which is a 410, I'm going to create a rainbow colored background. A mesh of like bright colors of all sorts. So this Ubi color, because it's in the background, I'm running into the raindrop, because raindrops are transparent. And then I'm going to go in with Lilac, which is 408. Same thing, I'm just going to extend it through. And that's really all. And then I'm going to run this color behind it. I'm going to do the same thing on this leaf as well. Since I have this color, I'm going to just run this color behind it. I'm going to blend it out. Back with the Ubi Purple, which is the 410. Right, back in with the greens. So matcha green, which is 609. Bring that into this raindrop, like so. And then I'm going to go in with, actually I'm going to extend this matcha a bit more into the raindrop. And then I'm going to go in with the pear green, which is a 603. Posca pen. I'm going to go in with the sage, which is 615. I'm gonna do these other leaves because they're not that different. Then we're going to go in with our jungle green, which is the 618. And then in with the matcha, which is the 609. In with the pear green, which is a 603. And then we're just going to fade it out and keep it raw at the edges. Alright, I'm going to go in with some salmon pink, which is 204. Okay, let's just zoom out. We'll do the background all in one hit, but I think it's only appropriate for me to do the background where the raindrops were for now, just to help me color them and kind of like just create a guide. So now we're going to do the leaves over here. So we can zoom in now, and we'll just focus there. Let's just go in with our gnaw, and we're going to go in with 017. I'm going to create a raindrop right there. And another one here. So now we're going to create the shadows now. Sharp pencil. You want to create the shadows beneath. fade it out. With your sage green, which is 615. Bringing that sage a bit into this raindrop. Same thing down here. I'm going to go in with a blood orange, which is 114. I'm going to create the shadows in this raindrop. I'm going to run it in the background as well. I'm going to go in with that salmon pink, which is the 204. That blood orange was 114. And then you want to go over that blood orange with the salmon pink, 204. Blend it out. And then fade it out. And then you got your raindrop. Run this color behind. And just blend things out. And so when you do the background properly and you connect everything, it will make sense. It will look much better than what it does now. Because it's at the moment, it's quite disjointed because the background isn't in. Okay. Now you want to go in with the matcha green, which is 609. So let's just go into the leaf, blend it as well. I extended some green down because I guess water is reflective, so elements of different colors will be reflecting everywhere. So now we're just going to go over everything, blend it out. Going in with some Mykonos blue, which I don't know if I'm saying that right. 507. We're going to run this color into this raindrop. Alright, now we're going to go in with a lighter color. This is sky blue, which is 500. There. Now you want to go in with your pear green, which is 603. It's going to blend out our green leaf, adding a bit of that in the raindrop, extending it to the top here. So okay, in with our white Posca pen. Okay, moving to the bottom. You want to go in with Nor, which is 017. Raindrop. Right there. And another one. Right here. Okay, we are going in with some sage green, which is a 615. I actually did my nails this week because I was filming. I never really like to wear nails just plain, so I always step it up for you guys. And I do it myself because I just like to teach myself new things. So, and it's not as like, I swear when you go like nail salons, you got to pay for the art as well. So sometimes I just like doing it myself. It's cheaper. So, like what we've done before, we're just going to go in with this sage green. And that's just going to knock back the blackness that we've laid down. I'm going to slowly, slightly shade the wet raindrop. Like so. And then going in with the jungle green, which is a 618. I'm going to do the spine of the leaf and extend this colour over everything. You're going to also run this colour to the sides here. Just fading things out and softening these edges. Same thing here. Run it on the left and then soften it out, and then also at the spine, blending out that sage green and the gnaw, blending, blending, blending. Same thing here. We're just going to feather it out to the edge and to the top. Bring it in a little with the raindrop with this green, and then blending it into that raw sienna, and then blending into the spine of the leaf. And then also here, going over everything that we've laid down so far, I'm blending that out. And then we want to go in with matcha green, which is the 609. Then you want to go in with the pear green, which is a 603. We're not burnishing the whole thing, we're just going to blend it over some areas into the raindrop. In with our Posca pen. Okay, so these are Delilahs. So we are going to create Delilahs of different colors. We'll keep it rainbowy. So I've done some research regarding Delilahs and their colors, and there can be so many colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Delilahs to balance colors. So here it's very red. I want to bring in some, I want to say some pinks, some yellows, or reds and yellows, probably more pinks or purples. Purple here, maybe like a orange of a sort, and here maybe like a purple, and then here something else. So we'll do this one. I said I would do like a pink one here. Alright. I'm going to sharpen some pencils and then I'll get started. So I'm going in with plum purple, which is 406, with a sharp tip. I'm just going to fade it down. I'm going to go in with some sunflower yellow, which is the 106. And then we're going to go in with the 102 and just blend out that yellow. And then we're going to go in with orange, which is 113. So we're going to go in with a bit of orange, which is 113. And it's very unnoticeable. We're going to go in with white, which is 001. We're just going to blend the white up into the pink. Moving on, we are going to do this Delilah. This one I'm going to do in a bunch of reds and oranges. I should say that with more certainty, but but I'm going to do that. I'm gonna pull up my inspiration. Alright, okay, I'm ready. Okay, blood orange, 114. Oh, actually no, I am using blood orange, but I want to use a darker color just to create some shadow in. So 231, which is the garnet red. I'm just going to do one petal first, and then I'll repeat the whole thing. So I'm going to just create these lines, and I'm going to blend it out like that. And then I'm going to go in with this blood orange, go on top of that. Blending out. Now I'm going to soften it out. Then I'm going to go in with a an orange, which is this 113. Now you're going to go over everything that you've laid down. And you're going to give it the proper structure, like so. And you're going to soften it out at the sides. And I'm going to finish with the jasmine yellow, which is the 102. I'll bring that in, like so. Alright, so we're going to repeat that many times. And we're going to start off with the garnet red, which is the 213. I reckon we can go a bit darker with our garnet red just to make it a bit more dramatic. So that's what we'll do now moving forward. Going in with the blood orange. with an orange, which is 113. And we're doing small circular motions just to blend things out. And when we get to the edge, where I am now, we're just going to soften the line, and that's when we'll go in with our jasmine yellow. So right now we're just going to build up the layers of that orange. In with the jasmine yellow, which is the 102. Now we're going to go over everything and then blend it out to the edge. Hi, if you enjoyed that, click on the next video.